Okay, so this is just a spur-of-the-moment video related to various things going around on YouTube. Like things like Undercover Filmer dropping off the map app, and we're all still waiting for his PSA video, which is okay. He can take as much time as he wants, and if he really needs to take that much time to make things really, really good, that's fine. And in other news is the identify this sound has now been answered by Brett Vanderbrook, better known as Captain S on ScrewAttack.com. I sent several PMs and several emails to various people who I know are very interested in gaming, particularly some of them are interested in old school gaming. And I wanted to see if one of them would know what this sound is, and Brett Vanderbrook answered that it was the sound used by Konami for pausing, and how he remembered it from being Blades of Steel, although it was actually used for many Konami games. It was actually used for every Konami game for the NES, including this one. Including this one, you can see that's Contra on the screen right there. But yeah, all the Castlevania games, the Ninja Turtles games, Gyrus, Gradius, Life Force, Stinger, Konami's NES version of Qbert, Metal Gear Snake's Revenge. And what's even more interesting is that Konami games on the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis also have a variant of this sound. And you can hear it if you own any Konami games for that system and try pausing your game. You know, NES, Super NES sounds like glele, and then Sega Genesis sounds more like glele, or some variant of that sound. But yeah, and then I suppose I should talk about the very big rash of suspensions lately. Well, it turns out that there are many former YouTubers that are voting with their feet and going elsewhere, like Rever or The Daily Motion or Red Lasso. And that's their own decision. I really think that YouTube does not understand the concept of fair use, and I really think that people should start writing senators and stuff to make laws that change the copyright laws and make them more clear and make fair use much more enforceable. And especially there are notorious people who go after copyright claims, like Fox goes after any copyright claims for Fox-owned properties such as The Simpsons or Family Guy. And then there's Take-Two Games, of course, who was going after things related to Grand Theft Auto 4, which is, you know, it's free advertising, they have no appreciation for it, and what Play It Bogart got suspended for was clearly fair use, and YouTube's giving him a lot of BS for that. And if you look at YouTube's terms of service, it actually says all these kinds of things about copyright. That there may be some few rare exceptions that qualify as fair use. Whereas if you go to Rever's terms of use, that actually says, we believe strongly in fair use. So which one do you think is better for reviews and that sort of thing, huh? Yeah, pretty obvious. And I'm doing this all raw, there's no editing here. So any kind of stutters or anything will be in this video. And I know I'm kind of jumping around a lot, but I have to have some time to collect my thoughts and so on. And all you people who complain that my original Futake Dukek versus Tatsumaki Seppenpu Kyaku video was too long, I edited it down to 46 seconds for you to get the point across. But, like I said, like it says in my profile, I have very limited knowledge of my editing software. I have the entire Adobe suite, which includes Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, and Premiere. But I don't really have very much knowledge of how to use those things. I recently discovered how to do the voiceover with a picture thing that lots of people do. But, it's gonna take me time, and I don't really like to deal with that kind of frustration. I just like to get things out as soon as I can. Not like Undercover Filmer, who takes all of his time, all the time in the world, to make absolutely sure that he gets everything right. But anyway, that's him, and this is me. I have no problem with the way Undercover Filmer works, and so far the results of his work have been very positive. I just can't wait until he comes back. And well, that's pretty much all I have to say.